Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy, your Oakman reading, my friends. So, here we are. Very excited for you. Gonna go into the fairy deck. The Oakmen are here. They're on standby. They're looking after everything. They are supervising the fairies as we speak. So here's the thing, Virgo. We're doing this because the Oakmen flew out of the fairy deck quite a few days ago now, looking right at me, and I kind of saw in my mind's eye them hand in hand taking each zodiac sign out of a dark forest, out of a forest, a dense forest, and it was concluding a 5-year cycle, whatever that means to y'all. So it's the conclusion of a 5-year cycle. And in this reading, I'm going to ask what fairy energy is hand in hand with you taking you out of the forest. That was a Larry Fluff, okay? It's a Larry Fluff. He was just here and he's left. Larry, it's like a teenager that wears too much cologne. There's always a lot of Larry left over, even when he's left the building. So, but before we get into the cards, you got a channeled message. Are you ready for this one, Virgo? The channeled message that I have for you is titled, I'm so sorry. This is like a really, I don't know, I want to say, I feel like it's an apology to you from someone, and it's incredibly heartfelt. So sit down and get ready, because here it is. I never meant to make you cry. I'm so sorry, straight from the bottom of my heart. If the things that I did caused you pain, I know that I am the one to blame. I know that I have been unfair to you. We were more than friends, and I'm begging you to please forgive me. Hurting you makes my heart blue. There you go. Oh, I didn't. Anyways, there's something else I have to do. I'll do that later. But that's your message. That's your channeled message, Virgo. My gosh. Okay, I'll let that sit with you for a second. Or you can pause it and sit with that for a second, because I'm going to get going here. I'm going to get started with the fairies, and I'm going to see what is the energy that is hand in hand with you, Virgo, as you proceed out of the forest. What is the energy that is hand in hand with Virgo? What is the fairy energy guiding them out of the forest, out of a 5-year cycle? Iris of the rainbow. Oh, sorry. Iris of the rainbow. We just, that's funny. We were just talking about Iris. She's been popping around a little bit lately. When I say we, like I know I'm in the room by myself. She came out in the Leo reading. It wasn't, anyways. Oh, isn't that funny? You have the feline at the bottom. Speaking of which, here he is. Hello, monsieur. Yeah, I was just talking about your fluff. I was talking about your fluff. And I know I can't change the weather. I know. It's not the best. You're out there, though. Your nice cold fur. Yeah, I need the table. Remember, sharing. Sharing. Yeah. Sharing. Sharing, Mary. Sharing? No sharing? No, look at everybody. There you go. Yeah. Larry, everybody Larry. You all know that, though. They know you. Yeah, they know you. Okay. So, it's kind of funny, right? The feline. This is, okay. Let's get into it together, actually. Okay, let's get into it together. The feline, though, because this is about getting things right and tidying up loose ends in your life. That's the underline. This is actually reminding us of undone promises and unkept duties that we need to fulfill here. Right? And I always feel this, like, do you remember? Maybe that's it. Maybe I need to go clean his litter box. I try to do it twice a day, but you know. He's trying to tell me something. There's something here that he wants. Because look at this cat. Look at this cat's. The feline's face here. It's like you forgot to do this. You broke your promise. Or you something here. the way the feline is looking at you. And I know it's kind of funny, like, that he's coming to the reading. Because I feel like there is something here that he wants. He had breakfast. It's probably the litter box. I will address that when we're done here. Okay? Is that all right? That's all right. So this could be, maybe this is some sort of unkept promise here, or unfulfilled duty that you had in the past. But Iris of the Rainbow. Well, let's read it. Let's get into her here. Why are you kicking my stuff? You came here. Yeah, he's like those people that buy houses on the end of a airport runway. And then they complain about the sound of airplanes. 32. Yeah, why don't you go see what's going on over there, Larry? I have nowhere to put my body. Larry. Kind of cute like that. All right, I feel like it's story time sitting here like this. Okay. Oh, Iris, hope, promises for the future. What's this in a reading here? Iris tells us that light is breaking through our present darkness. Oh, that's cool because you're coming out of the dark forest, right? And that hope is a powerful factor in speeding up this process, so hope is good. She does not promise us that the storm is over, nor does she say that it will never storm again, but she does say that there is brightness and beauty here. She also tells us that there is something to be gained by the passage through the storm, and the sooner we learn what it is, the sooner the storm will end. Oh, you guys have a bit of a riddle. So you guys are solving. It's almost like Iris is walking with you. Well, I feel like she might send someone. So she's very busy, fairy. She's got so much going on. She's got so much that she's managing, I feel like there. She'll make sure that there's somebody that is speaking for her along the way, one of these fairies that work for her. But yeah, so it's almost like as you're being held hand in hand, walking through the forest, there's riddles, there's questions here to ask yourself and come to the answers here. Always a passage through the storm is a time of potential growth, a time to allow the dead wood of our past to be blown away to make room for the green shoots of new growth. At this point, it is useful to ask ourselves what we still need to release and to look after protecting and nurturing the seeds we have planted. Iris suggests that cultivation of patience may also be helpful at this time. The storm is breaking up. Are we ready for the change? If we are presently frogs, it's funny because there are frogs in here. Frogs have been coming through in some of these readings, which is interesting. The fairies say the time of our transformation, foretold by the rainbow, may be at hand. Then we shall be kissed by the puissant light of this. I have to figure out how to say that. I don't know if I'm saying that right. The puissant, maybe it's puissant light of the sun, and discover if we are still frogs or if we have become something much more. Who are you? I feel like yours is a journey out of the forest. Yes, as the light gets closer, you're a little bit like that Aquarius's energy coming out of the forest, where you can see it's like the darkness of the forest starts to dissipate and it starts to kind of become lighter and lighter. And then you realize it's because of the light up ahead, that's kind of lighting up where you are. But as you're walking through that light, there are still some questions to ask about yourself here and to see what you can conclude in that and to almost solving your own riddles here. This is what you wanted. You wanted the magic fingers. Yeah, humans have good fingers, don't we? I know, huh? Yeah, okay. I need my hand now, okay? I need my hand, Louie. I need my hand. Okay, let's see what's connected. I feel like a riddle. What's connected for Virgo walking through the forest? The Wild Unknown Oracle to go with Iris of the Rainbow. Could be walking you towards your dreams and wishes, but there are a few things to ask yourself before you get there. Kind of actually, and I'm just thinking it's a little bit like hermit energy, like self-reflection. Very Virgo. Analyze. No, I also feel like there's things happening in your life, things occurring in your life, and there's meaning behind them. Don't miss out on what some of these things mean. They could be answering questions that you've asked, and the fairies are giving you the answers in things that happen that are present as you go about your day to day. Oh, look at this. You have the Firefly. Yeah, you're lighting up. So how are you lighting up the darkness around you? How do you manage yourself doing this? Because the Firefly is in and out, right? With this light. In and out, sometimes seen and then other times not. It's not like the hummingbird that is always keeping the darkness away. How are you keeping the darkness away? This is like a question. Yours feels like a question and an answer journey. How are you keeping the darkness away? How did you manage yourself in that? Because I feel like it should be easy. This shouldn't be something that feels like you have to push hard against it to keep the darkness away. Is this the darkness of your own thoughts? Is this the darkness that you allow to come into your life? Or is this the darkness from the past that you allowed to seep forward? You are the little firefly, full of ideas. You may be experiencing a lot of ideas that kind of come and then go. Focus on the light, Virgo. There's something about this card where all these black lines feel like they're trying to close in. Focus on the light. Focus on your light. Don't be distracted. Don't be distracted right now, Virgo. So this interesting message coming through. It's kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's actually asking you to realize that you're the one creating the light. You're the one creating the light. It's not to say that there isn't an end in the forest. There is. But someone else was coming out of the forest at night, I felt like. Who was that? I don't know. I thought there was. I can't remember now. But it's kind of like that energy. It's almost like you're coming out of the forest. It happens to be nighttime when you come out. Was that Pisces? I don't remember. But it is. It's almost like you come out of the forest. It just happens to be nighttime. So it might seem you're not realizing how much of your own light you're creating. Like a lot of the light that comes into your life right now is from you. It's not so much from an outside source. The exit is there, but you're going to be exiting at nighttime. So your light is really important here. Keep shining your little light. What's that song? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Okay. You got the vulture at the bottom. Well, I don't like him right now. I really don't. He's not coming off very nice. I know what he symbolizes, right? He symbolizes alchemizing unhealthy things from the past here. He's not feeling like that to me. I don't like him. Because he's surrounded by darkness. Who is this? Who is this, Virgo? Look at this. It's just such a difference. Look at how cute you are. It's just like... Oh, I'm kind of going into my puppet tarot. I still gotta do that. I keep saying that. And when will I? Maybe I'll do it next week. Okay. Maybe when I'm done, the Oakman will do Puppet Tarot. It's like the vulture one. So, oh, this is a miserable son of a bitch. I don't know what this vulture is. This person is stank. Stank and envious and yucky. We need to know more about this. I need to know more about this. Both air energy. Oh, isn't that interesting? Both coming off as air energy. But look at the difference. This one makes the dark and you're lighting it up. Oh, that's why it's grumpy. This energy feels just bitter and stinky, and it's kind of like, you know, if it was a cartoon character, right, and the cartoonist was going to draw the dark moodiness of this person and how it permeates the things around them, it would be kind of like that, like this, the fogginess kind of coming off of them, the black fog. Maybe this is someone in a black fog. Oh, maybe it's you in the past. Maybe you were in a black fog and now you're lighting it up. No. I mean, I don't want to say it's not possible. Don't throw that in the garbage can if you've got a good lesson in that one. But I'm going to tell you right now, somebody wants to stand in front of you and the exit to the forest. Because there's all this light behind the vulture. Look at all the light behind the vulture. But what is this vulture doing but trying to make it look dark? It's not dark. It's not dark. They're dark. They're dark and stinky. Their attitude is stinky. Firefly. Tell us about the Firefly. Virgo's lighten it up. Lighten up the darkness. It's just so cute. It's just a cute little firefly. And this vulture. The firefly. Oh, look, the butterfly. You fly. Butterfly, firefly, fly. Victory. Ooh, yeah. Coming out of the darkness. Somebody here from your past, because that's what the underline to me represents too. It's kind of the foundation of how we got here right now. So somebody from your past here. I don't know. Maybe they're going to try to stand in front of you. They really can't do anything. You focus on your light. Focus on your light. You're rising up out of some type of hardship. I'm just hearing maneuvering. So maybe you've had to maneuver around things here. But there's all these dark twigs and branches that could have been difficult. Okay, vulture. The vulture. Show me the vulture. Oh, it's interesting. It kind of came out of the Four of Swords in reverse. There's an interesting message here about, I don't know who this is. Because before I pulled this card, I noticed how they had all this purple around them, right? And to me, that's feeling like crown chakra energy. It's feeling like crown chakra energy. And then also we have the third eye here, healing. Somebody is still healing, perhaps. Or somebody is still in the process of healing who has also been in darkness. There could be, for some of you, this could be yourself, like yourself in the past. And you were creating your own darkness. But now you're lighting your world up. You were creating your own darkness, and now you're lighting your world up. So also, don't be the one who stands in front of yourself with your darkness. Don't be the one who stands in front of yourself with your own darkness. Because you're the one lighting it up. You're the one who's risen past obstacles and difficulties here. Ten of Pentacles. I'm going to pull 3 cards out for each of these. Actually, just for the Firefly and the Butterfly. Firefly, the death card. Oh, that's interesting. You could kind of look at that. If the vulture is you in the past, right? The dead bird. It's kind of an interesting symbolism because the vulture would typically be the one that picks at the bones, right? So when it finds itself the one to be picked at. The Magician, there's Mercury energy. And the Queen of Swords. Yeah, you all have really put some sort of darkness to bed here, to rest. More like you've put it in a coffin, which is also interesting with the vulture and the death card energy. You put some sort of darkness to rest. You really have a very clear perspective. A very clear perspective. And the most important part, I think, in that is lighting your world up. Keep it lit up. If you find yourself in a dark place and nobody else is going to turn on the light, you turn on your light. Nobody else turn on the lights. You turn on your light. You shine in the darkness. And you keep doing that until you find a light source. But I think you have. I think you have with this butterfly coming in here. The Knight of Wands in the underline. Oh, that's interesting. You see how it's like, it's almost like this, the rod, the wand that the snake here in the Son of Wands is holding is dispersing darkness. It's like it's dispersing darkness. And it's the same sort of stipple or etching technique here. Like your own darkness. You made your own darkness in something. Not to say, okay, not to say that you were born as you were. Life was wonderful. You had a perfect life. And then somehow you brought in all this darkness. No, probably there was some type of darkness around you, but you were manifesting through that darkness. You know, there's some type of darkness in your life, and then, I mean, that would have affected even the things that you were perhaps trying to create, build, drive yourself towards. Maybe it becomes easier to understand how to eliminate the darkness when you realize it's your own darkness. It's familiar to you. You understand its function and the principles and context around it. Just to see very clearly. I think you've done a good job here. I think you did a good job, Virgo. That's what I have. Yours feels very simple. Although we could pull something out here with the feline. You've been tidying up loose ends. Reminding us of undone promises, unkept duties. What is that? I'm going to shuffle this again. These two are going, oh, wait. Oh, no, I'll pull them out. Okay. I'll keep the vulture and the Four of Swords out. What is the undone duty? What are the unkept promises? Tidying the loose ends. The tarantula. Prioritizing something here. Trying to figure out what is the best way to proceed, or you were trying to figure out the best way to proceed. Like I always figured like the tarantula can either like go crawling out and hunt, or it can stay in place and wait for something to come to it. I don't know, maybe there was like some type of priorities here around unkept duties or unkept promises. This also with the tarantula is that kind of like the difference between karma and dharma. So trying to decide the best way to navigate yourself. You have the zebra now in the oh, look at this. You have, wow. Look at these underlying cards. Look at all how that color is really lighting up the monochromatic element here and how it is in the mind, all the chakras and our spine, like confidence, and then the third eye. This is almost like turning on your intuition, your intuitive system in very different ways, and then learning how to incorporate them for yourself. And this one is really lit up. Maybe seeing through the darkness. I don't know. It's something like that seems to be the theme here for you, like seeing through the darkness. And then lighting it up. Nobody else is going to light up the darkness. Nobody else turn on the light. Fuck it. I'm going to glow. Good for you. I think the world needs more glowworms. There you go. There you go. Lighting it up.
Battery. I'm about to shut down.
Well then. I don't think she's ever said that before. See that, Larry? She's got a low battery. She's about to shut down. Maybe that's somebody out there. Oh, the Nine of Swords. And the Mother of Cups, the Queen of Cups. Wow, it's odd. It's almost like trying to see love. Trying to see emotion. Trying to guide yourself emotionally or intuitively. Wait. We gotta give a name to the cleaning robot. Oh, look at this, looking through the darkness. That's interesting. Okay, you got the Nine of Cups and then the Hanged Man. There's something coming through here about, getting almost like your eyes adjusting out of the darkness. So your perspective changing. Well, we are right with the Hanged Man. So a perspective change. This is not any longer looking within yourself, but this is observing outside of yourself, right? Going from Hermit to Hanged Man. Seeing your dreams beyond yourself. There we go. That's what Larry and I have here. I'm gonna go do your extended. I forgot to sit down and get what the context of your channeled message is gonna be in the extended. I forgot to do that, so it's a complete unknown. Let's just say that your channeled message in the extended is a complete unknown and surprise to all of us. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up all these cards too, and we're gonna have a completely open message to you from the Oakman. It could be something about the past, present, or future, or it could just be words of wisdom. There you go. Thank you so much, Virgo. Until next time, you can't see Larry's tail. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye-bye.